Hi, this is a tutorial just for teachers on how they can access the SORA app using Clever. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to sign into your Clever account, and then on the left hand panel here, you're going to click on Library and Resources. And now all the applications for the library department is going to pop up to the top of your page. You're going to go over and you're going to select SORA by Overdrive. And now it's going to load for you. Now you're going to see one or two things. And because I'm always in and out of SORA, I've bypassed a lot of screens, but I'm going to show you something that you could possibly see. So you could possibly get to the screen where you have to select your school. So I'm going to click on my school isn't listed below here. Once I do that, I'm going to type in not Jefferson Academy because you'll never find it. Type in District of Columbia. And once you click on District of Columbia, the entire public school system will come up. That's fine. You can use this. So click on the green area where it says, "This is my school." And then when it is asking you for selecting your school, you're just going to select you are District of Columbia Public School staff. So it's not very specific for our district because they just made it as one portal for all of us to jump into it. So it's not broken down by schools. Now, this is the main page that you will see when you sign on to SORA. Normally, when you sign in the first time, it's going to give you like a Bravo award. It's like a little incentive for you to say that this is your first time signing in. And then as you continue to read a lot of books, they will always leave a nice little message at the beginning when you first sign on to the application. So you have a couple of things that you can do here. I would go down to the Explore tab at the bottom and click on Explore. And if you'd like to look for books on your own, you're free to type in the title of a book that you are interested in, and you can find a book that way. You can also select the library that you're affiliated with. I just selected Southwest Branch because I do not live in DC, but Southwest Branch is our branch that's closest to the school. So that's the one that I actually selected. It's your choice, essentially. Now, you can search for a book on your own, or you can also scroll down on the main page, and these are curated book lists that the public and the school librarians have worked on together that are on a variety of different subjects. You can also see that things are also broken down by popular subjects here. Um, Juvenile fiction, young adult fiction. It just goes on and on and on. Scrolling down even further, there's also an area where if there's new editions that have been purchased into the system, you're going to see them here. Awards, different content, um, specific content level books, Spanish titles, you name it. There's just so many different breakdowns that you'll find as you scroll down the page. Also, for those of you who are not into actually reading a print book, but you love listening to audiobooks, especially while you're walking the dog, this is really a great section for you to go into to listen to a lot of audiobooks as well. So I want to direct your attention to the top of the page. As you can see, I'm scrolling back up. And on the right-hand side of the page, you're going to see collections. Now, this is where you and I can work together as teacher and school librarian. If you are working on a specific topic, unit, lesson, activity in your class, and you would like the kids to access ebooks that are around that same subject, then if you let me know about it, I can do my work on my end and I can curate a list. I've curated a couple of lists already in here. You will always find the Jefferson Academy curated list by typing in JA, then space, and then whatever titles will come up, a list will come up from there. So you see JA seventh grade resilience book list, JA basketball, JA Black history, JA graphic novels, JA Pride Club, and JA romance novels. And last but not least, for our teachers, JA staff reads. Now, by each curated list, you see a number. That number represents the number of books that are in that particular collection. So let's look at the JA staff reads. We have 15 books in that collection, and as I find more books, I'll toss them in there, and the curated list will grow in numbers. So this is the actual list of books. I place books that are for adult reading, but also I put books in here that are for if you wanted to read a book to your child, or either you want to consider a book that you might want to use with your students. Like, for example, Anti-Racist Baby is a real popular one. Even though it's a board book, you can easily use this book with older children, and they do take very well to it. Of course, Stamped is in here, Ta-Nehisi Coates, The Talk, which is really good. It's by the Hudsons. These are other books that you could consider if you wanted to do a little back reading on your own for your own leisure. Here it is. Okay, and all these books are centered around the theme of the race and equity, and also our training sessions that we've been having with Enid Lee. So you will find some books that you could do a little extra reading on your own time. How do you start reading these books? It's really simple. We're going to look at Sean King's book. The first thing you can do is click on Read Sample. When you click on Read Sample, you can start, just click on the page. You can start reading the book by taking your cursor to the right side of the screen and advancing the pages. So you could just start reading this book if you choose to. Like, as I tell the students all the time, if you're not really feeling this book, there's a lot of other options that you can take. You can also go over to the right-hand side of the page where you see the 3 bars. Click on it. You have here reading settings. You could change the settings where if you want to have a white background, if you want to have a gray or black background, or if you want to have a brown background, it's your choice here. If you want to make the text smaller, you want to make it larger, you have the slider bar that will help you there. Let me go back in this. You can also bookmark your page. If you finish reading, you can bookmark a page if you wanted to. But I'll just say this. The beauty about an ebook is that once you are finished with the page, it always just remembers that page that you were last reading on. So that's the cool thing about ebooks. So let's say am interested in checking out this book. This book is available because you see the word borrow next to it. You just click on the word borrow, and now you can check this book out for 2 weeks. Now here's the trick. If you are done with this book a little early, be courteous and just return the book early from your personal inbox on your account, because if you are done with your book a little early, it's just a courteous thing to do to turn it in so the next person can enjoy it. If you are by the end of your 2-week period and you have not turned it in, the system is going to turn it in automatically for you. So you don't have to worry about that. So you get 2 weeks to check these books out. Another thing I want to just bring to your attention, and you see it on the screen there, is that there's always some type of incentive that SORA will do. And SORA will say, hey, you read, before 7 a.m., or you, in this case, you read for 5 minutes or less than 5 times in a day. They'll do all sorts of things. So, that's a cool thing. So this is SORA. If you are interested in having me create a list that your students can access, just let me know. If you want me to stop by an advisory class or a class in itself, or you need me to make a recording like this giving a step-by-step instruction on how the kids can access Sora, I will do that as well. So thanks for your time, and I hope that this was very helpful to you. Bye now.